Here's why I wear a kufi. And no, it's not just because it's a sunnah. It definitely does play a role, but there are a lot of sunnahs that people will hear about but not implement into their lives. Sometimes it's a little something more that pushes someone to do something. For me, it was this one particular experience. And I'm going to share it with you guys in hopes that, inshallah, if you guys have a brother, a dad, an uncle, cousin, and that if you share this with them and they hear the story that I'm about to share with you all, that they might also be inspired to follow this sunnah. So I wear a kufi about 90%, 95% of the time. And you can validate that with the majority of my videos on my page. If any of you know me in real life, then you know that you will rarely see me outside of the house without a kufi on. But that wasn't always the case. And again, it was this one particular story that I heard that really just changed my perspective on wearing a kufi, and I just wanted to start wearing it for the rest of my life. So I have a friend and he has a teacher. So my friend had shared with me that his teacher was having a talk with him and some of the other students. And the sheikh was sharing with them that, here in the West, a lot of the Muslim brothers, they all go outside of the house and, mashallah, they're looking good. Their hair is out. They got some nice clothes on. And effectively, a lot of Muslim brothers, they're just looking like normal Westerners. Oftentimes, a Muslim will be walking in the street, and sometimes you don't even really know that they're Muslim. Again, their dress doesn't really appear as if they're Muslim. They don't have long beards. They're not wearing kufis. So how would you know that this man is a Muslim? Versus some of the Muslim sisters, particularly the ones that choose to wear the hijab out in public, especially here in the West. Immediately, when someone looks at them, they know that that woman is Muslim. And let's be honest, whenever they're identified as a Muslim, especially in the West, they're looked at differently. Sometimes they're treated differently. It can be a struggle here in the West to appear as a Muslim, especially being a woman. And so the sheikh goes on to say, why aren't us Muslim brothers trying to partake in this struggle alongside our Muslim sisters? Why aren't we trying to make an effort? Although, yes, we've covered our aura. Yes, maybe we don't have the same requirements to cover our hair as a woman does. Why don't we make the intention and the effort to try to share in that struggle with our Muslim sisters? And I don't know, man, I'll be honest, whenever I heard that, it just hit me different. Because I have been privileged to just fly under the radar. If I'm walking down the street, or if I go into a store, I'm oftentimes mistaken as a Hispanic person. Especially in the past, when I had a short beard, I had longer hair, I didn't wear a kufi. And a lot of us do realize this struggle that Muslim women have to go through, knowing that that's not the normal way to dress here in the West. And while it might be nice to acknowledge that it's hard and respect them and encourage them to continue to do it, wouldn't it be nice for us men to not just say it with our words, but to show it through our action, that we're willing to share that burden with them by dressing and appearing as Muslims as well? So for me, that was more than enough to instantly change my mind, and I decided from then on I was going to wear a kufi. If this video even encourages a single man to start wearing a kufi outside of their home, that alone is an amazing